Hi, I'm Yasmin, and I'll be your server today. I'm a full-time waitress at a casual dining restaurant. I'm on foot for 10 hours a day, and I serve hundreds of customers each week. And these are my customer service stories. Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today is a super special episode because we'll be talking about something I like to refer to as Flair. And what is Flair, you ask? Well, I would be happy to tell you that. It's basically extra sparkly, shiny, or attention-grabbing pieces that are added to our already soul-crushing and spirit-draining uniforms. So I'll give you an example. During the holiday season, we were asked to wear these holiday-themed headbands and holiday-themed necklaces during dinner service, which is our busiest period during the day. And that the headbands were like antlers, little Santa hats. It said Merry Christmas on some of them. And the necklaces were these little bells, so you would jingle jangle as you walk through the dining room. Everybody could hear you a mile away. And, I'll tell you something. I love the holidays. I'm definitely not a Grinch. I get super excited. I love the spirit of the season. But the problem for me is that I'm more of a conservative person. So I just did not feel comfortable wearing what looked like really childish stuff, like in front of other customers for extended periods of time. Plus, it was very uncomfortable to wear. It would get in the way anytime I would try and lean over and pick up plates. My antlers would be, hitting light fixtures and hitting things in the kitchen, and it was just sort of a disaster for me. I was like super uncomfortable and embarrassed. I didn't love the experience. Let's just put it to you that way. And I guess the other thing I should mention is that I'm like the old guy in the group. Like I'm 44, and then all of my coworkers, like the rest of the serving team, is half my age. Like all of them. All of them are like 20 and below. Like I'm the old dog. I really am. And sometimes I just feel like that maturity sort of puts me at a disadvantage. And I'm not saying that being in your 20s makes you immature whatsoever, but it's sort of like I've grown out of some of this sort of this stuff like headbands and sparkly and this and that, and it's just not for me, okay? And plus, it's also my personality. I'm super conservative. It actually reminds me of this video that me and my son watch. So he really likes this YouTuber, Sniper Wolf, and she in one of her videos was reacting to this dog. The dog was turning like 12 years old. Like that dog was old. Like it was an old dog, and they threw a party hat on this poor animal, and he just looked so miserable at his birthday party. They're throwing him this party. All of the people there were like so happy, and they were singing the dog happy birthday. And the look on that dog's face was just like, just take me out right now. Like just I can't do this. I'm too old for this shit. Like that's what I felt like. In that moment, I resonated with that poor little dog 100%. So that's what was going on with me when I was just asked to wear all of this stuff. And then the other thing that made me laugh about Flair is it reminded me of this really, really great movie. And if you are in the serving industry, if you are in like software or IT, you have to watch this movie, okay? It is a cult classic. It is probably one of my favorite movies from like the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. It's called Office Space. And I suppose if you're in any industry, you can get like a bit of a kick out of watching it, but it will really hit home if you've been in one of those two industries. And lucky for me, I've been in both. So before I started serving, I was actually in the software industry for many years. I left because it was just, there was no work-life balance, and it was really hard to raise like a young child. Essentially, that's what happened to me. I was getting called to travel. I was, getting hit up with questions and emails like at all hours of the day, and it was just, it's just too hard. It's just, I wanted to raise my kid, and I just felt like I was never there. So anyway, with serving, you go, you do your thing, and you come home. But I've been in both industries. This movie is so great, okay? And if you like Jennifer Aniston, she's in it. This is, I think it's pre-Friends. Like, it's young Jennifer Aniston in her prime. She's so good in it. And she plays a waitress, Joanna, and she is the love interest for the main character. And the whole movie, so I'll give you a little bit of background on the movie because you will really appreciate Flair once I give you a bit of a background on the movie. So the writer, Mike Judge, was an engineer in Silicon Valley. So all of the stuff that happens in the movie is like based on actual painful experiences at work. And I was like, oh my God, this is so balls on accurate. It is such a good movie. You have to watch it. And I don't know if he was like in the restaurant industry at some point in his career, but that is also quite accurate. So love that. And then in the scene specifically, so Jennifer Aniston is this waitress. She's been asked to, on her uniform, wear Flair, and it's these like little pins, and she has to wear, I think the minimum is like 10, and they're supposed to help you express your individuality and all that bullshit. Anyway, so the boss in the scene comes up to Jennifer Aniston and he's like, hey, like I see you're not wearing enough Flair. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, this is the minimum amount of Flair. And the guy's like, well, so-and-so over there has gone above and beyond, and look at all the Flair he's wearing. And he's just this like kooky, off the wall guy, like joking with the customers. And it's so ridiculous. Like, the absurdity of it is it just makes me like, oh my God, cry laughing, like when I watch that scene. And yeah, and then she's like I don't understand, like basically like she's following the rules, she has what she's supposed to have on. And he's like, no, like the boss is like, you need to project more enthusiasm, you are not being a team player. And it's sort of like, it really reminds me of how in customer service you're like you're made to feel like you have control, but you really don't. Like, your own personality is overshadowed by your uniform. And then if you're asked to wear Flair, then you're just being this other person. And even your personality, like you have to smile and laugh and just take people's negativity and their crap all day long when customers are complaining or upset, and you just have to smile, and it's like inside you're dying. So I just feel like that scene is very true to, I think, for me personally, a lot of my experiences, because I'm like, oh my God, like it's just all of this stuff just overshadows who I am. Like, I don't have a voice. So if you haven't watched the movie, please, like, you must watch it, especially that scene with Jen Aniston. And she has this great monologue at the end where it's like, nobody likes their job. Like, nobody likes, being told what to do, but we like make the best out of the situation. You know what I mean? So it was like a really refreshing movie to watch. Anyway, I ended up wearing the headband and the jingle jangle, and I don't know, guys, like I said, I'm like the old dog, so I was just like grumpy the whole day just wearing this stuff. But you know what? You let me know if you have a story about Flair or something that you were particularly didn't like to wear. Leave it in the comments. I would love to read about it. Please don't forget to follow the podcast and share. It would really help me a lot. I've recently set up a tip jar, so if you enjoy the content, click on the link to buy me a coffee. Don't forget to tip your favorite bitter waitress. Thank you so much for listening. This is your bitter waitress signing off.